Uranus is in the last degree of Taurus, and I want to know what we can expect. I think there is a lot happening in our lives, and often it leads into worries about what comes up next, and is this ever changing, and all of those things. And so I want to take 3 cards from this deck, and we will see what shows up. And we have the first card. It's the card 8, and it's fire. The second is 16, and it's mountain. And the third is 25, and it's voice. Just take a moment and look at the cards and see which one is talking to you, and even if there are more than one speaking to you, just trust your intuition that there is a message for you that helps you move forwards, and that there is something Spirit wants you to know in this moment of time to help you to navigate through these times of change. So take a moment and take a look, and then I see you in the reading. Welcome, Pile 1. You chose the card 8 and fire, and as we can see, it is about a lot of passion, and it's an igniting moment. And the author is saying, live your passion, allow your spirit to drive you forward. Don't overthink the situation. Now is the time to innovate and take action. Be a lighthouse for others, or find yourself a mentor. And there we can see that this is an immense power that lies in this moment for you. And we take a look at what does that mean for you, and how can you move things forwards. And we take a look at the situation that is in there right now, and what Spirit has to say about this moving forwards, and what you can do in this present moment. And this one, and this one, and this one. And so we take a look at this moment of change, and I think that you already felt it because you chose the fire card. So there is a lot happening in your life that you already are aware of. And we take a moon card as well, and then we take a look what is meant to come up now. So we take this one. And so, pile 1. There is a lot of energy moving into your vision, and it is about you facing the fear of not being enough, right? And that there is something coming up that you don't know yet. So there is, and don't be afraid of it, because that is what is coming up as well, that there is something inside of you that is not pretty sure about how you can handle these changes. And sometimes we are in this place where we are afraid of the transformational power of fire, because we have to stay in this fire for the transformation. This can be something that is really, really intense. And maybe there is something inside of you that is dealing with your courage, and it's dealing with you being enough, or being perfect, or being something like this. And this is the invitation to handle this emotion, to get something moving forwards, because that leads into the next step where you know what you have to do. And this unknown, we have the book there. Of course, this can be a book you are writing, and not having the courage to move it forwards and to bring it out there, or you are creating something like a story that you tell in a specific way, and that there is something hindering you to get it out there, because you are afraid that it's not received well. And this is all leading into this invitation to let it go, to let this doubt that you have about yourself, and that of course this comes from conditioning, right? It's our conditioned self that is believing all of this. But you chose the card of the fire. You can handle everything that you touch. This is how this is showing up. The magic that comes with fire. There are sacred geometry in here, and that we can handle what we touch when we are in this place of passion. And so it is the invitation, because we have the balloon. This is the vision coming true. This is the vision moving forwards and moving into a future that is really promising, and not letting yourself to be held back by this mouse and by this lack of confidence that always comes up in a moment when the critic inside of us is taking the lead, or saying something, or oh, that's not this and this is not that. But this is the invitation to allow yourself to move into the unknown, even when you are afraid of it. So do it anyways, right? Because it's about exploration, and we have the ninth house. It is your higher knowledge that moves you forwards. It's your higher knowledge that led you into this vision in the first place. And in the moment when you move forwards, and when you show yourself, the emotions run high. And maybe it is a really tense situation you are in right now. So you have to deal with your emotions that want to take you somewhere else, that always want to tell you that you are not enough, that this is not working, and that you will never get it, or something like this, And to step back from this, and to do it anyways, even when this voice is inside of you, because we cannot protect ourselves from our inner voices that were created by our own conditioning. But what we can do is how we react, and how we respond to this. Are we reacting in a fight or flight modus, or are we just staying our ground and taking a deep breath and moving towards the things that we really, really want to experience? And it's a beautiful depiction of this theme as well. That is our mind telling us that something isn't working, and this is the field of dreams that wants us to create something, to move forwards with it without knowing that it will work out. It's like the ultimate question of life. Do you trust life? Do you trust your vision? Do you trust that this will work out no matter what? And this is the confirmation that only our head will hold us back. Only our mind will tell us that this is not working. And the field of dreams is the horse moving through the field of lavender, and enjoying itself by moving forwards into the vision that it had for itself. And I always come up with the movie Field of Dreams, because it is this trustful, this is this moment where life asks you, do you trust? Because if you build it, it will come. They will come. It's in the movie, it's they will come. If you build it, they will come. And we have the joyful muse, and that's self-explanatory, right? It's 33. It's divinely guided. What you are doing right now is divinely guided. And that is absolutely beautiful, because it is filling you with joy. It's filling you with inspiration, and that is where you don't have to hold yourself back by telling yourself that this is not enough. And we have the jeweled web as well. That is beautiful, because it is like our collaborations and our people that we connect with, our networks, something like this, that is helping us to move beyond our own limitations. And the mouse can even say that there is something in your world that makes you feel like you are alone in a way. And we have a beautiful card that shows us that this is not true. This is not the truth, you know. It is this moment of initiation. We have the ancestors walking with you, right? Walking with you in this moment of the beginner's mind, in the moment where you create something out of nothing. And it is about the joy that you have with it, because it is about you being inspired by this big vision that you have. And even when you are in the moment, when you are doing something alone, this jeweled web is showing us that you are not alone, that you are connected, that this is, your vision is in the field. And you will find the right people to move this forwards. And I think you already have people who are able to move this forwards. It is just this moment of the beginner's mind in the unknown that you have to step into, that makes you anxious in the moment, and that makes you doubt yourself, that makes you be in your head to tell you how the next step will be done best. But it's not what it's about. It's about the beginner's mind. It's about you stepping into the unknown, allowing the higher knowledge to be connected to you in the ninth house and the 11th house of community and the jeweled web, right? It is allowing this to be unfolded, and allow yourself to be initiated, ignited, like the fire is. And this push and pull that I feel inside of you, between your mind and your heart and your vision and your trust and your faith and your anxiousness and your fear about the future, and all of those things are in this dance with each other. And I intentionally said dance, because it is, you can tell that this is a push and pull, but it is a dance as well, because that's what we need to move forwards, to be clear about what we really want to experience. And this is your invitation to allow this to be your initiation, allow this to be your crossing. And this is how we can see it, you know. This is, you are supported by the lay of the land, the ancestral wisdom that comes with you. They are standing right behind you. They are standing so close to you, even when you don't feel it yourself. I promise you, they are there. They are supporting you. They help you not to feel as lonely as you feel somehow. And so this is the promise that you are supported, that you are needed in these times of change. Your fire, your passion, even your faith, and your vision that is beyond everything other people will have, because it is thinking big, you know. And you have so much fun in creating this, and this dance between your doubts, and your dance between these inner voices that tell you that you are not okay, that what you do is not okay, that you won't succeed in this, is telling us, yes, that's the moment of the crossing. That's the moment when we have to trust that this path is holding us, and that this gateway that we have here, this is like a stargate, right? That it is leading into a future that you really, really, really wish to experience. And this is the promise that it will. And let's take a look at tarot cards as well. What does pile one need to know, Spirit? What does pile one need to know to follow this path? We take these, this one, and we take these, and what's underneath is the Ten of Pentacles. And that's really beautiful, because that's talking about abundance, right? This is the path of the Pentacles, the path of your embodiment and your how you embody yourself, your self-worth, and all of those things that showed up in your life. How you embody this is you went through the path of the Pentacles, and it's about self-value. It's about you even being resourceful, being connected to your resources, and that means your inner resources as well as your outer resources. This is like the culmination of your pathway, and this is showing up. It is confronting you with the idea that you are not okay, that you are not enough, and that you will not get it, right? And maybe that's even a thing that you think about yourself. I don't know how this reality works. I don't know how this works, how I can make it happen for myself and for my vision. And this is the promise that you are supported. Just trust your intuition. Trust that you are on the right path. And take your first breath, your beginner's mind. Allow your mind to be still for a moment, and your faith to move you forwards, and trust that you will meet the right people in community that you need to make this happen, and that this is just about the first step, the first breath. It's about you moving at all. And we have the Three of Pentacles. That is a beautiful collaboration. People like mentoring this I think it's a wolf in the front. The mentors are looking at it and telling it what to do and what to expect. And then we have the Knight of Wands. It is and this is the kind-hearted moves. It is a friendly person that is helping you to move forwards, that is connected to all that is, that has this feathers. It's a kind-hearted being, right? But it's passionate as well, but it's not unfiltered. And I don't know why that is coming through, but it feels like it is a passionate being, but it has the kindness and this self-reliance, I would say, to move others as well forwards. So there can be mentors coming into your life, and taking this in caution, right? Taking, and maybe that is something that you experienced, people who took advantage of you. Maybe that is something that came up in your life, and that is the invitation to be mindful, to be cautious how much you invest in something, and maybe even to to allow people to exchange, although you have the tendency to just give. And this is like being cautious about, I would even say, people who take from you and don't give back. We have the snake lying there and the mouse is sitting there and looking up. Maybe it's good to look at the surrounding to see the snake that is lying there. So there is something that is warning you in this moment. And this can even come with this we have twice the mouse, right? We have this, it comes with the having the idea that you are alone on this planet, and maybe falling for people. Maybe that is something that worked out in the past, like this, that you were happy when someone worked with you, and you thought, oh, you have to take these people because there is nobody else. And this is about being cautious and being even looking at other people, what they have to give. Are they really exchanging, or are they just taking from you? And then to take a step back and to change your mind about that, about the idea in the first place, about the lack in the first place. That's what we had in the beginning with the mouse, and it's changing your mind about this, and it's changing your mind and stepping into the faith and the faith. And we have the Eight of Swords. We have the bear that is imprisoned, and it is, this imprisonment is just, it's the mind. And it's the mind, and it's the Ace of Sword who cuts through these ideas. So we have this repeating patterns that are about your mind telling you that you are not enough, that you are something else than someone who is able to create this future for themselves. And this is the invitation that this is enough. You have the Seven of Pentacles. This is the rewarded frog. It's choosing from the surroundings that has a lot to offer. And so there is this reward, like getting the fly instead of them walking into the trap, into the fly trap. And to trust that you will have your rewards. That's what comes up when I think about this journey you are on. That is a really tough one right now, because it is about this lack and passion and this dance, right? Not tug of war. It feels something like that, but it's not a tug of war. It is a dance. And allow yourself to trust that you will have your reward when you let go of this idea of you not being enough. And then we have this idea of the dance that is like a dance on a needle, right? And it is this lack idea. And it's coming with the Five of Wands as well, that there are people who are in competition with you, and it comes from this lack idea. So whatever that was in your childhood, it put you in a space where you thought everybody is in competition with you, and that is not the truth. That is just your perception, and your mentors and all the people around you, your ancestors, are showing you that this is what wants to happen. And that is that this pelican, right? It's just opening its beak and fish will fly into it. This is like wish fulfillment. This is what life wants to give you in this moment where you step into the passion and you allow yourself to be all of this and to be the embodiment of your vision, and allow yourself to enjoy your inspiration and enjoy your creation in collaboration and in relationships, you know. And it's definitely your vision. It's your vision that is worth putting it forwards, and it's worth in many different ways. It is worth because it is a beautiful vision that you have. You know what it is. I don't know what it is, but you know. And to allow this to be realized, I would say, allow this to be realized will lead into a beautiful, wealthy moment where you get the resources that you really want to have. But the one thing that is obvious here is that this pelican allows the fish to fly into its beak. And this is this stepping into, we often think, action. We said in the beginning that this card, the fire, shows that there is a time to take action. What does that mean? Action can mean that you open up to receive, that you really, action can mean that you follow a mentor and value yourself for your ideas, for your resourcefulness, for the path that you were on. That can be an action, right? You don't have to solve the things that are happening in your life right now. It is just trusting yourself, standing in the fire and moving forwards when it's needed. And that can even mean to allow yourself to be in this moment of magic where you allow life to bring things to you that you really need in this moment. And to step away from your mind, your thoughts telling you that this is otherwise. So, pile one, we have this. I want to put it here because it is so beautiful. I love this card because it's the oyster and the pearl in there, and there is this tree of life in this, and we have the volunteer falling out. And we have that, wow, we have this, is so beautiful. Pile one. This is the seed of life. This is your vision, the seed of life, and you moving forwards in this vision of yours. And be the Queen of Pentacles. Be the resourceful Queen of Pentacles. She is connected to all that is. She has flowers connected to her, gemstones. She is beautiful decorated. She has all of the butterflies around and has this amplified third eye. It is so beautiful because she is so connected to all that is, and she knows that everything is connected, and that how you move forwards, how you step into your joy will create the outcome that you really want. Your magic and your inspiration to move into this direction of your vision and to allow yourself to receive will move you forwards into this resourcefulness and into this moment where you are the seed of the next part of this journey. And to ignite this flame, and even to stand in your fire where something might be not as comfortable as you would like it to be. Stand in your fire, hold your passion, and allow this to be this moment of initiation. Initiation is powerful through fire, right? It's like the phoenix burning down into ashes and then moving up again, because it is this spark that is kept in there. Great journey you are on, pile one. It's not an easy one, but it's a beautiful one that you will master in your life, because you are so close, and it is it is really challenging, and I will honor you for this, that you really show up for this journey where you are stepping from fighting with the value inside and with the voices inside, stepping into dancing with them and allowing the ones that are moving you forwards and moving your vision forwards to take the lead. Thank you so much, Pile One, for being here and for sharing maybe your story with me in the comments. I would really appreciate that. Thank you so much, and I see you soon. Welcome, Pile 2. You chose the Mountain, and this card is about clarity, and it says there is an advantage to looking at things from a higher perspective. You are too close to something to see it properly and clearly. Take a high road. Look at the big picture. Are you making too big a deal of something? And we'll see what this is about, and we'll take a look at this event or this situation that this is talking about, and we'll see what this means for you and what Spirit has in store for you. So I want to have an astrology card as well. This one and this one. And the moon card. And then we take a look. Pile 2. This seems to be about your emotions that run high and about a relationship that you are in or that you are longing for. I don't know if you are in this relationship, but it's about you creating a new structure for yourself, and maybe that is you long for a creation of a new structure, for something to unfold, maybe in relationship to unfold. And we have Saturn as a structure, and we have retrograde for the review, and we have the new moon in Leo as confidence is your key to success. And this seems to be something that is where your emotions run high when it comes to relationships and your own personal growth. This can be a relationship that is leading into growth, that is a relationship that is really dear to your heart. And we have this card of the ancestors, and we have the cards of vigilance, is it called? I forgot how it's called. And it's maybe you make a big deal about the things that people, how people are connected to you, and that can be something with vigilance. There can be a tendency to be afraid of people reacting to you in a specific way. Maybe you experienced this, right? And we have the ancestors, so there can be something that is related to history, even history in your family. Maybe there was something like a scapegoating. Maybe there was something like imbalance of how they treated you. And this is like expecting something bad to happen. This vigilance is a good thing when we are connected to curiosity. But if we connected to catastrophizing, that can be something really difficult because it holds us back. We'll take a look at other people, and and are not able to decide in a proper way because we are expecting worse and bad things to happen. And this can be a hint to something where you are treated badly in the past. And it's I would say, with this combination of the card of the mountain, and we have a mountain in this moon depiction as well, right? To take a moment to rest, to take a moment to take a higher view on the situation and allow things to grow. This feels a little bit like there is a moment needed where you create a new structure for yourself, and to create a new structure from yourself has to come with a review where you can take the path and the past and find the reason behind the things that happen to you, and then to take the next step forwards that is out of this space of the vigilance. Because at the moment it feels a little bit like growth is difficult for you because you are seen in the moment. And in the moment, to be seen, when something happened to you while you were seen, it can be difficult because then you are afraid of being seen. You have to look around all the time to see if someone is trying to hurt you. And this is the invitation to take a moment and to take a step back and to take a view from the higher perspective. And we have the stranger, and this can mean that this is about a stranger that is coming into your life trying to create a relationship with you. This can be a romantic relationship or a relationship that is in another area of your life. Can be a collaboration or something like this, a working relationship. And this is the beauty in these cards. You can see there is this vigilance, that expecting something bad to happen, and this is the curiosity. This is like opening up to new perspectives, opening up to new people, and being curious about what they have in store for us. And this surrender, this sky dancer is like a surrender to this moment, and stars in the sky to the limitless possibilities. And that is what happens when we are in this vigilance place. We just cut ourselves short in this moment, right? We cut ourselves short, and we are not in this present moment because we expect something, and we have the eyes of an eagle. That is beautiful because it is like mirroring the mountain, and everything is mirroring this, because we have this invitation to surrender to the things that are happening that are not pleasant in your life right now, but not to be vigilant about what can I do about it, what can I expect next to happen to me in a worst scenario. It is like opening up to the stars and opening up to the limitless possibilities, because that is what life comes with. Life can change on a dime. Whatever is in your life right now, it can change on a dime. And it is expecting from you to stay in this present moment and to stay in this limitless possibilities, and to experience this present moment as it comes. And when you are in the fray, and this feels like it, that there is something in your life where you are in the fray and where you are expecting things to happen, this is the invitation to move above the fray and to take a look from above. If this is really what is happening, or if this is an expectation that comes from the past. And that's why you have to move up into the out of the fray, above the fray. That is the moment where it invites you to say, can you take a look back what happened the last time, what happened, and to take a real look, is this really what it is right now? And take a moment to take a breath and to find yourself in this present moment, to realize that this is just an echo. It's just an echo from the past. This is a horse expecting something it has already experienced, and having this fearful eyes, something to happen to it that it experienced. But it's not what is happening. It's just an expectation. And to stay in this present moment, to stay there, and even if there is chaos, maybe that there is something that is happening in your life that is not pleasant, something will show up, and this can be a new person in your life that is showing up. And to be curious about it, to be curious to the next moment, to be curious. I am wondering how life is changing in the next phase of my life. Not by making it worse, by expecting worse things or bad things to happen. It's by being curious and staying in the present moment. Is this really what is happening, or I am expecting something? And I think you are healing a history in your family. You are bold enough to face the truth about all of this. You are bold enough to face the things that happened in your family, and where people were not confident enough to move beyond the fray. Maybe there is something in your family that happened that put them in a bad place. And this is like inviting you to get into the place where you can where you can put structure on this. And there is no structure in this anxiousness, right? But there is structure in, I take a breath, and I take a step back, and then I move above. And then I review. I see what really, really happened. What was it that really happened? And then to move beyond this and experience this present moment as you move through these moments. There is a boat moving through this archway, and they have to be present. If they want to go through this archway, they have to be present of what really, really is, and not expecting something that isn't there. So that is about this limitless possibilities. And I love that we have these blue cards in this middle area, that they are so similar, right? From the energy is beautiful, and moving you forwards in this peaceful state, being present in the moment and navigating through this archway, because that is calm and peaceful, and it is showing us that there is nothing happening right now. There is nothing happening. And you might say, yeah, but there is, because that is this and this and this, and we have all our day-to-day tumult that we deal with. But is it really happening right now? Or are you expecting something to happen? And life can change on a dime. And it is your confidence in your life, in your pathway. It's your confidence that leads into the success. It's not your anxiety. So I take tarot cards, and we'll take that one, and I think we'll take these. And we have at the bottom of the deck, we have the Ace of Swords, and there is this new idea, this cutting through through the ideas that, or through the thoughts, right? Having our thoughts in check in a way. And the Queen of Cups is looking above, right? She is the mother of crystals. She is the mother. She is looking to the stars and seeing the limitless possibilities that are in the stars. And it's beautiful because we have the stars as the stars in the sky, and she is lying there in the stars in the sky, right? And we have the 5 swords, and that is a hint to not staying in the conflict with other people and with yourself. It can be your inner voices as well, and it can be your anxiety as well. But there is no winner in this. There is no winner in staying in this place of conflict, right? So take a step back. And we have this card that often shows up when there is something that, take a moment and find your own meaning in this card. To take a moment to pause maybe the video and just to take a look at this card that is a card where you can put your meaning. It's like a Rorschach test or something. And I feel so, before, just take your moment with this, right? Before I talk about it. Because that feels like, for me, it feels like a nervous system, but in this way around, it looks like a clown, and it looks like something that is making things worse, because it looks from the nervous system and being vicious in a way. And that is what comes with this card for me as well, that this mind telling you bad things, and that is making it worse. And it's lying on the eyes of the ego and the experience life as it comes. It is like taking a step back from allowing your nervous system to do something with you. And it is leading into, and to do this, I would say, is leading into the 9 of Cups, where the things happen that you really wish for. The 9 of Cups is a wish fulfillment card. The pelican opening up its beak and all the things flying into its beak, right? And having all the resources that it wants to have, and just closing this cycle that held you back, this cycle that held you back to receive what you really, really want to receive, and what you really want to experience as a success. And we have the Page of Wands, who is rising above and who is creating, and it's looking determined to create, right? To move beyond the fray. And we have the clouds as well opening up to it, and the Knight of Cups. So we have this inspiration and this spark of creation, and the Knight of Cups as the one who tells you that. And we see this in the card. We have these wolves running free, howling to the wolves. This Knight of Cups is like howling to the wild ones out there. And maybe that is speaking to you as well. This is the longing. I feel that this is a longing for being free and not being held back by your idea of you being expecting bad things. So it is you being free of your thoughts, your mind, and having this new perspective that comes with a Hanged Man, the new perspective on life, on your ability to be self-sufficient, to be successful. This is the new view, the new outlook on your life by taking this review and taking your time to watch yourself while you are doing all of these things, because it will work out. It is about you stepping into this place of expecting good things to happen as well, expecting life to deliver, right? Because life delivers. In this Nine of Cups card, life will deliver. And it's the willingness to move beyond your limitations that even your ancestors dealt with. So this is the invitation, pile 2, to let this anxiety go, to take really your time. And this is an invitation to meditate. There is that it takes a time, this clear view, and it has these eyes are looking straight at us. It takes a time. It is calm and not anxious about something that could happen in the future. It's not now. It's you staying calm, being in the present moment, and allowing life to unfold and to bring you the rewards and the closure that you really, really long for. Thank you, Pile 2, for being here, and thank you for supporting the channel. I really appreciate you. Thank you, and I see you soon. Welcome, Pile 3. You chose the card Voice, and it's about speaking your word. Use your voice, speak up, sing your song out to the universe. It's often not what you say, but how you say it. Speak plainly and tell your story. So, and we will see what that means in your life right now. What do you have to voice, or what is it that hinders you? What does Spirit has to say to you in this present moment? And we have this one, and this one, and this one. We have an astrology card as well, and I think it's this, and it's this. And then we take a moon card, and then we take a look at your cards. It's a beautiful card. I think this is these beautiful colors, like a prism, right, in her dress. It's beautiful. Pile 3. So we have the tree. We have Pandora's box. And we have the house. And we have Cancer, immerse. And we have Pisces, sensitize. And we have meditate and contemplate. And this feels a little bit like there is something that is related to your inner core and to your home where you are living right now, or where you want to live. And this is about the fears that you have to face. And it's Pandora's box is the box where they opened all of these not pleasant emotions coming up there. And it is the knowledge that this box contains the difficult emotions, but it also contains the hope, right? And we have the card of Merlin's Spirit, and we have the card of the Keeper of the Mysteries. And this feels like that there is something that is that is happening in your life or was happening in your life that was related to your inner core and to your place where you are living as well. That there is something, and I feel that there is something, my nose is itching, and there is something that is making you nervous in a way that is difficult to, you need to know, you need to know where your home is. You have to have a home right now. And it is about you, your core identity. I would say your core identity is about immersing yourself, being nurturing for other people, and being sensitive as well. So it is really important where you live. It's important how the energy around you is created, because it is about your health and your well-being. If your home isn't working, your health isn't working, and your stability isn't working. So that would be something where I would say, in the Cancer card as well, is like the fourth house. It's the home, right? It is the same thing. It's the fourth house, it's the 12th house. It is you being in the right place with the right people, in the right surroundings, with the right energy is needed. If this is not happening, it is like the Pandora's box. You are opening up the box and you are feeling not really supported, balanced, and all of this. And this is the invitation to sit back for a moment, meditate and contemplate about the place you are in right now, about the surroundings that is in right now, that you are in right now. Is this a place, and we have this Merlin spirit, they are meeting on equal levels. Are you really meeting other people on equal levels, or are you not? Are you speaking your truth, or are you not? And that is this invitation to follow your heart, follow your dream, follow your own inner compass, and because you want to create something really special. You want to be this person in there. You want to be this keeper of the mysteries, because you are. And you can create something out of nothing, but you have to be in this place where you feel secure to be all of you and to meet people on the right level. So what is it that is lacking in your surroundings right now? What is lacking? What is needed? What do you need to be in the place where you can create something really special? I feel that you are at the moment in a place where you are not, where you can have a home, but it's not a home where you feel that you are really supported and seen as you are. In this nurturing Cancer and Pisces in the spiritual realm, and this is being seen as the spiritual being that you are, is absolutely needed. And we see what that means, because you want to be this keeper of the mysteries, right? You want to create something really. And it's me talks. It's like yes, you have to repair, and maybe that was maybe that is in the past, that you had places where you were that were not supportive for you, that were not seeing you as the magical being that you are, and that were not meeting you on this level. And now it is time that you detox from this, because you have to repair your body, mind, and spirit from this experience. But I feel that because the Pandora's box is in the middle of this, it feels a little bit like you don't have the surrounding right now where you are seen as the magical being that you are. Your voice isn't heard right now. This feels like it. And so what is it that you need? And we have the joyful muse, and that is beautiful, connected to the voice, and we have the crossing, and we have these cards in one of the decks. I think it was in one of the other piles we had these cards, and it's I think it was pile 1. So if you were drawn to pile 1 as well, that might be having a message for you. But this is your moment where you have to cross this. It's like an initiation. It's like you having to meditate and contemplate about what you have in your life right now, in your home. Is it really on equal level? Is this joyful? Is this something that is inspirational? And if not, there is something that is needed to be repaired right now. I know, beautiful. We have the repairing of the way. I say repaired and it's coming up. Beautiful is this. And so, yeah, and you have to repair this veil, and whatever happened in your life before this. I think this is a moment where you have to balance your life for a bit, because it has to repair. It is a crossing. It is leading into a new place. And I think that is leading into a new home. You will be relocating. I feel this, and it's this moment of detoxing and allowing yourself to see the things and feel the things as they are, and to really see what is needed right now. What do you need right now? What is it that you want to experience? What is it that you want to do next, and to balance this and to have this dance on one foot, because it is a closing cycle. It is a crossroad into the next phase of your life, and it's like repairing these veils, all the things that happened for you before that. And this can even mean, that you had a couple of places where you lived, where you experienced difficult things, where you experienced difficult people, where you were not nurtured, where you were not you were not valued for the resourcefulness that you have in your spirituality, that you were not valued. You were not valued in the places that you had, and you took it to your heart. And that is where the detox comes in, because you were devalued, and you took it to your heart, where you thought something is wrong with me, and you took a step back all the time, and then you diminished yourself in a way. You devalued yourself because you didn't follow through with the things that you needed to feel good, to feel nurtured, to feel spiritually connected. And that can mean that you devalued yourself in this, and you have to recover from this, And I think you have to, because that is what is needed in this moment, right? And we have the Two of Wands, and it's like, yeah, it feels like this is the lightning strike, right? This is something that is coming to your mind, and I feel that this is like an epiphany, how that you feel, this is why I chose all of these things. This is why I chose to take a step back, and to devalue myself, and not to follow through with the things that I really need to feel nurtured, and that I really need to be spiritually connected. And this is the moment where this veil will be repaired, because you see the meaning behind all of the things. And we have the Six of Cups, the water hole, drinking from the same water hole, being in relationship with other people, being in collectives, being in cooperations with other people, where we drink from the same water hole, where this beautiful these beautiful flowers that had to rise through the mud, but they lead into something that is drinkable, right? This is clear now. And all of these animals are drinking from the same place. And being connected to your emotions, even to the ones that can be difficult, and even the ones that led you into these places where you didn't feel nurtured and where you weren't nurtured in the right place. And it's about the Queen of Pentacles. It's about the value that you put on yourself, and it's the value that you really have to put on yourself, because that's where the abundance comes in, when you are connected to the earth, when you are connected to your resources, when you are connected to the nurturing, the Cancer archetype that you really want to embody. And we have Jupiter in Cancer right now. It's the question that is it's needed right now. What do you need to be nurtured? What do you need to do to nurture other people? And the Pisces archetype is this what do you need to be connected to the higher realms? What do you need to be connected to the spiritual realm, to the ocean, to all that is in there, in this what do you need for in your surrounding? And there we have the reason why you chose this path, because it was about hardship mountain, right? Maybe you experienced in your life people who were in lack. Maybe there was a poverty mindset in your family. Maybe there was something about money and having and not having, and the have-nots and the haves, and you had to work your way through this, and you did it because you chose places where you could experience this. And this is the invitation to take a step back, to look back at all of these experiences and to meditate and contemplate, to see the bigger meaning behind it, and then to step into nature and the seed of life, where you allow yourself to receive. And that is the Seven of Pentacles, where you are rewarded, where you get the rewards that you really, really want. And when you plant the seed in the right way, because you can see that you are life, you are creating this life. It's not about the other people. It's not about the acceptance of other people. It's about you growing into the Queen of Pentacles that you are, right? It is about you growing out of your limitations, and then we have the expansion, the limitations that you experienced in maybe in your upbringing, maybe in the conditioning that you experienced. It is you stepping out of this and shedding this skin and spreading all of the seeds that you really want to see in the world. And it's about nurturing. It's about you bringing your spirituality into the world to nurture other people on the same water hole, That is what it's about. It's your brilliance in your resourcefulness. It is the bigger picture, by showing up as the voice that you are, showing up and letting your words spread, allowing your frequency to move out there, and to be there in the world, to nurture other people and to be connected with other people, be connected to the greater good. It was a hard journey, I would say. You did a great job, Padre, to leave this lack behind. And now it's time to find the right place, because I guess that the place that you are in right now isn't quite fulfilling as you want it to be. And there are no people in here that are supporting you in this place where you are living right now. And it's not about finding people who value you. It is not about that. It is about you finding the right place where you can be nurtured, you can nurture other people, and where you can find like-minded people. You are so used in not having the right people around you that you are maybe not even believing that you can find your tribe. But this is the invitation to find it, to voice your truth, to speak to other people, to let yourself be heard. Because when you allow yourself to be heard and to be this joyful as the joyful muse is, you will detox yourself. You will be stepping into the magic of the keep of the mysteries. You will step into this spreading your seed to nurture other people and to be in the resourceful places. This is the moment when you allow your voice to be heard and to spread all of this into the world, where the right people will show up in your world. They will. They will show up. They have to. And even if you never experienced this, you don't have to be on this hardship mountain anymore. It's done. It's done. You are shedding your skin now. You are shedding your skin. You're moving beyond this limitation. It's done. And you did a really, really good job in this. So, pile 3. This is a beautiful reading, and it's really inviting you to let your voice be heard, your emotions to be heard, and your spirituality to be connected in your voice, in your frequency, how you show up in the world to nurture other people and to allow other people to experience you. On the, the box of Pandora is something we really need to open up. We need to experience all of these emotions that are difficult. But on the bottom of the box, on this beautiful box, there is hope. And that is what you bring into the world, what you can voice. Because that is where you nurture other people and where you are connected to everything. And that is where you contemplate and meditate on your needs, your wants, the things that you really want to bring into this world, and be inspired by yourself, by your ideas, and by your voice. And that is where you bring peace to other people, where you bring stillness to other people, where you bring the communities together, and to find the places in nature, in the outer world, where we are connected in our resources. That's what it's leading. And I want to place this expansion card and this shedding on this hardship mountain, because that is what you grew beyond. You did this. It came with a lot of baggage, and it is a lot of things that happened in your life where you had to go through different places and different groups of people where you weren't seen in the nurturing way and in your spirituality as you should have. But should have, could have doesn't bring us further. The voice does. That's your voice now. You know what you need, and you will not go for less. Thank you so much, Pile 3, for being here and for supporting this channel. I really love your reading because it is so in this place of growth where you bring a lot of joy and where you find your tribe. That's a promise. You will find your tribe. Thank you so much. And I see you soon.